screen looking at Team Dodiki. He's just getting his thralls and the game starts in right here. Going again with the Dragon and Horse clan. While the team combo for Darkusine and Zeus has changed. It's not Ox and Goat anymore. I could imagine that the Ox clan were actually banned this game. It were pretty crazy in the last one. So yeah, going with the Horse and Goat right here. What is definitely also a combo. Before the tournament, I never saw it that often, to be honest. It were not a combo I were too aware of, but we saw it a few times before already, and they can make stuff happen. I would rather always say it is a rather slow combo, but wouldn't be coming onto the field that quick. But they might also show me different, because it's definitely possible. While we will see a lot of horses actually going for the trade relic here, what usually slows them down quite a bit, but it's definitely a really strong relic. Like the passive gold production from that relic is just out of the world, and you can just get crazy amounts with that. Let's see what is going on. On the other side right here, we have so many sheep for Zeus. Holy moly, that is a great spawn for Zeus right here. Having a shipwreck right there to get a lot of wood in the early game, and then you get just a bunch of sheep to actually put into sheepfolds there. This is a dream start for Zeus. I'm leaning that far out of the window to say that. This is just great. What? These are 6 sheeps in total. 6 sheeps. Holy moly. Do you know what I would make out of 6 sheeps? 480 food. Really early 480 food. Is the recast on YouTube? No. I'm basically just like recasting the tournament that were actually played last week, but we're going over the recordings here because we basically have both sides available, and we didn't had that when the tournament were going. So we're basically doing a full cast here where we have all the sides opened, but the games might have been already casted, like definitely, like we're in the finals here, so they were definitely casted on James' channel. They mostly had one side though, and we basically have both of them available, what I think is really cool, so we can see what is going on both sides of the game, of course. I'm really hyped about that, since it's usually not that easily possible, since the Northgard sadly doesn't have a spectator mode, so this is our only way to actually get like a high quality stream going for the games, and I'm really hyped to being able to do that. So we already see, oh no, it's only 5 sheep, sorry guys, sorry, dentists can count. He already sent one of the 3 sheep of the shipwreck tile over, I think, therefore it should be 5 in total, but it's still very good. And there's even more sheep on the left side from Darkusine right there. I don't think that they will be all too interested in actually getting those, because he already has so many, but theoretically he would have even more, but I just don't think he's gonna have enough space to actually like put them. Right now I don't know how they will clear. Will they wait for the war chiefs to come out? He definitely went for an early dock right here, because the horse clan sadly no early boosts for the early game, so needs to wait for the early dock here, and it will take a little while until the first chief will actually come out. The other side we can see it's actually the same spawn, because top 1 Northgard here has the shipwreck on his side, also the sheep, what will really help him quite a bit there. The shipwreck actually spawned on a different tile for him, huh? I think the shipwreck were on the same tile as the sheep for Zeus. But on the other side we have the shipwreck on a different tile. This is actually a weird thing. Definitely a little bit unbalanced, to be honest, because having the shipwreck on the same tile is actually super valuable, because you can go early for it and build it pretty early. It's a little bit of a weird thing. Hopefully it doesn't happen all too often. And we'll throw top 1 Northgard just from the start spawn a little bit back. I don't know if I'm 100% correct about that. Maybe I'm also seeing something wrong. Maybe it's actually not like that, but I think it actually is. But maybe you also think that the benefit is not actually that big from it. But I think there is definitely a benefit for them from having the spawn. The first sheep is already dead. But in the main thing, it also means that the horse clan of the other side, Peter Panda here, will not get any treasures in the early game. I don't think they could have thought about actually giving it over to him. It's actually that worthy to do that, but having a tile right next to your main tile, giving over to your teammate, is nothing you will really see. Like, it's so close to you, it doesn't really help out, and you put so much food in the early game to then colonizing to the other side. I wouldn't really recommend it. Rather than wait a little bit, get the early dog and get your war chief like that. And if you look on the other side, you might already hear it. Start with the clearing. We have 4 wolves on this ancient graveyard. An ancient graveyard is just great. Like, their spawn on this map for Darkosine is just really, really, really good, man. They get an ancient graveyard, they get a lot of sheep, even though in the end it is balanced, everyone has the same amount of resources in the big scheme. They still get very lucky keeping their clans in mind also. Like the goat clan, I think would like a little bit of extra lore, and having a second lore master on that tile is definitely very helpful. And in general, 2 ghosts, I wouldn't say no to that. Having 2 ghosts in the army, I mean, they're slow, they're not really that quick, but this is generally the only downside. Like, if you heal them, of course you're gonna lose happiness, but hey, you're also gonna then get more value out of your ghosts, so you can also choose to not heal them and just let them die, and you got your value from before already. It's just helping you out. It's really nice. And will definitely, if you go aggressive and are able to park a ghosts all the time in a tile of your opponent, they basically don't really have repop anymore, what will really, really hurt them the longer your aggression actually goes on. So right now, nothing too special. Like, it's not that Darkosine built a market right here to get more gold economy, to rush the second chief out a little bit quicker. He's just running on his dock right there. We'll be looking out to lose this villager because it's low, and when the wolf attacks, you might just use that opportunity. Now getting rid of the wolf, and I think, I'm not too sure if he will actually be aiming towards Healer's Hut, or if he will just wait until his second war chief comes out before he can then clear out tiles around him, and will basically use his war chiefs as towers, if you know what I mean. Like, he will just try to defend all the attacks that come in with his war chief and not build a tower. And again, an early feast lets me think again that they might plan something aggressive. Going for coinage here. I don't think even that's special for the horse clan. I think that's something that you would normally do. On the other side, we have the happiness bonus going on for top 1 Northgard. Is really nice. This is one of my favorite bonuses in the early game with Dragon. If I could actually like lock down the happiness bonus in the early game. This is actually something I learned liking a lot. There were times where I didn't really try to get any of the bonuses and just tried to sacrifice the least villagers possible. But in the end, that doesn't really make that much sense. If you have a good bonus, especially the happiness bonus, just sacrifice your villagers. The next villagers are also gonna repop quicker, and it just makes a lot of sense to go for these bonuses, especially after you have your fame bonus, and they basically, most of them will just straight up double, right? So, a lot of great bonuses there. Already getting... He has a lot of iron ready. He has a lot of gold ready. And he will be starting to upgrade his dragonkin soon, I think. Just from the looks of it, it seems like that. I also gotta keep in mind that he had the ruin and shipwreck there in the early game. What definitely helped out is gold economy. But this is definitely a good amount of gold to defend against an attack, if you wouldn't have just one warband. But I think in 800 winter you're definitely thinking about something else than getting up enough warbands to defend against the rush. So there might be coming more camps in. This is definitely a super good timing for an upgrade there. And if I look over to Darkosine's side, he's also forging something. He's also forging something. What is he forging? That looks like a tool upgrade. He has only one chief on that. He still didn't get enough gold together to actually pop out the second chief, since he's only running on the dock right there. The market is now coming in. He also picked coinage, so most likely he will most likely be starting to trade something to Zeus right now. From the looks of it, it won't be food, but I might be wrong with that. And yeah, the upgrade goes so quickly. It's definitely not the warrior upgrade. I can't imagine that. Like, if you have one chief, it wouldn't be going that quick. That really looks like a tool upgrade. I guess for the woodcutters, we will see it as soon as the star appears when the upgrade is done. Or, yeah, we'll actually get it set. Yeah, it's the woodcutters. Makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of woodcutters working around that time. 4 to be exact. And therefore, makes really a lot of sense. Did he get attacked up there? Yeah. That's a nice bodyguard he has there. Zeus just taking care of the wolf attack that came in. They were really nice. Using the war chief as a tower there. And keeping the villagers from Dark Cuisine safe. So they get not attacked by the evil, evil wolf. We have a little food problem here going on. For top 1 Northgard. He's starving already just before the last month of winter starts, so it's just a little time. Like, he sends a few villagers back from his wood production, getting in on +1, and he can soon then also send him right back again, because yeah, starving the 2 weeks will be not as bad. I think his dragonkin upgrade is around 60 to 65% there, but is a pretty good amount, man. You gotta keep in mind, it's the very first winter and he already got the half of his upgrade done, even though he's gonna lose a lot of happiness now through the happiness bonus, what will be over. And now he can start starving. And he definitely seems to be looking at the war chief here. I think he wants to clear something out. Now throwing the next vill into the pit. The sailors are just standing a little bit around. I think he's very focused at the war chief right now because he gets attacked on the lower tile there. And forgot a little bit that he might have stopped then when he started starving in the winter. The miners are also done. Now clearing out the wolf. And I think now any second he will also realize, yes. I can imagine, like, you had the wolves going around there, and that is definitely quite distracting. Definitely not perfect. There's a little bit of gold what you're missing, but the gold amount honestly shouldn't be his problem right now. He has 300 gold going, and what happened right there? What happened there? I can't comprehend, guys. What did somebody see what they happened? Like, they were a tile lost, definitely, and the buildings just burned down. Oh man, that doesn't look like it were too good for Peter Panda right there, even though I cannot 100%ly make out what were going on right there. But I think it might have been a wolf attack and he didn't have the food to go back for it. Hurtful, hurtful. I saw 2 buildings just evaporating. That is not what you want to have in a game this level. This is like at least 100 wood that you lost, huh? If it were a woodcutter's lodge and a scout camp, and I think I saw a house. Horse lost tile to the wolves. Oh damn, man. Hello Dorian here, by the way. This is definitely hurtful, man. But yeah. Just gotta play around it. Definitely not the best thing to happen, obviously. But it is only 100 wood left in the end. Like, only in parentheses. But yeah. You can't play around it. It doesn't mean the game is lost. Let's go to Dark Cuisine right here. He already got the ghosts here. So the goat actually didn't went for the lore tile. Actually makes a lot of sense. Like, the horse clan has a lot of lores it would actually like to have. And we see Dark Cuisine running 2 lore masters right now. Oh, and his early lore. If we can see it on the left upper side. There's the lore stone on the Draugr. Damn it. Lol, pro player. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I guess he just didn't have the chance to defend it in the winter time, and then in winter he didn't have the food to actually go back for it. It's definitely super unfortunate that shouldn't happen. We saw the reaction of top 1 Northgard right there to that, and I think it were definitely fitting. Spectral Warriors now out for Darkusin. This is such an advantage, man. He has a tile where I can just easily park them. What is sometimes a little bit of a problem, that you don't have actually an empty tile where you can park them without them actually, yeah, being on your home tile and driving down your happiness into the abysmal. But for the attack, it's just such a worthy tool. And even if you decide not to heal them, what I wouldn't really recommend, if you have the chance to heal them back up again, just do it. Don't worry too much about having your villagers not pop out for a moment. You might even do that in a moment where you don't really need to repop, obviously. Like, if you really need to repop, don't heal them at that very spot, of course. But in general, I don't think it is too bad of an idea to get even more value out of them, because usually healing at your tile, they will be quicker done than actually on a enemy tile where you are just attacking and you basically just park them in the backside and have them just pulling down the happiness of your enemies for months, possibly for months. There's the field upgrade, already trading onto routes here. I'm not too sure if it will be stone or wood. It looks like the wood economy of Darkusin is way too good, as if he would be actually trading wood. I think he's trading stone and food. He actually gets... yeah, he has the resources. Just get the merchants on top, get plus 22 gold, mid 802. Definitely a nice amount, and going for a scout camp right there, okay. It is mid of 802. Well, if their attack time aligns with the times they attacked in the last games, he might actually be using that right away. Otherwise, I don't see why he would be building that in this very moment. He also has 0 warband. But the upgrade comes right away. 3 scouts in there. Where does this warband come from? 0 right now. Going for Balder's Blessing, giving him a good amount of happiness right there. I guess he has enough of the minerals that he doesn't really need a bonus right there. Quality of life? Nope, I don't think so. I think they're actually planning to go that aggressive that he doesn't really want the quality of life. Like, he doesn't have too many upgraded buildings. I guess that could be the reasoning for it. But in general, it shouldn't be a bad lure. That's not what I want to say. But he's also getting a war camp right now. They're just trying to make out what would be the best path to scout. The war camp is going up, and he is still trading with, not trading, like working the merchants right there, 4 merchants, like not feeling too bad about his food economy here, definitely, otherwise he wouldn't be doing that. But he really wants that gold, otherwise he wouldn't be running those. Yeah, Venreal and Cammy are definitely in the grand final right now. Like, we had that as the first games, and this is just the second game of the final of the lower bracket. And if Darkusin and Zeus win, they will be proceeding into the grand final against Venreal and Cammy. If Peter Panda and Top 1 Northgard will win this game, it will be 1-1. So will be open then again. They still have the chance to also get in the grand final. Yeah, but definitely there will be Cammy and Venreal games. Trade Tal, then the Zeus will share camps. Oh yeah, that just happens. That just happens in that very moment, actually. That is interesting. There comes quite a bit of army into the front, and Zeus just gave Darkusin one of his tiles where there were a lot of war camps in, so he could boost this amount of army right there, actually giving him 7 warriors right now. What is not oh my god, Zeus' army is huge. And he also has the 2... Oh my god, I think Zeus also has the upgrade on... Yeah, he has the upgrade on the warriors. This is pretty good. 801 upgrade on the warriors. Let's see. Let's look on the other side. What's going on right there? Yes. Da da da. Da da da. Nothing bad. Having 1 warband. Yikes. 1 warband. He has the gold. Damn it. Ah, he has such a good gold amount. And now we can see the army on the minimap coming in. Yeah, he will be very distracted right now with building camps. So let's actually go up to the side of Darkusin and Zeus here. They can see nothing on the other side right now. They really can't see anything. yeah, for whatever they would think, I guess they think that there is a lot of army coming from the other side right now. We can actually take a little look on the other side of the tiles that they aren't seeing right now, and it isn't that much army, man. I think there's the first war camp going up for the horse. Yeah, he definitely got stalled out a little bit at the start of the game through losing that tile. And there's the horse relic also went up. I kind of missed that, man. The horse relic is such a big investment in the early game, and if you then get rushed like this, it will be pretty hard to defend against that. This is a pretty good amount of army they have there. That doesn't look like... maybe it's not a complete all-in, you know, like you still have upgraded farm, you still have a pretty solid eco there, but the amount of army definitely looks a lot more game-ending than in the last game. Just have the winter coming in, the scouts are going home for Darkusine here, and they have at least 20 army. Also, counting in the ghosts, they're like... Even if they wouldn't be on the main tile of the horse wouldn't be repopping right now because his happiness must be in the minus with the -10 happiness. They're going in and they have actually 5 Dragonkin and a War Chief. Will that be enough? It looks hard. A little bit of a miscommunication there again. They're definitely focusing out the Dragonkins, or will they split up a little bit? I guess the horse is actually planning on getting a little bit more army. We can look over there. There's the fight actually already happening. Ooh, and that looks rough. The horse got all his villagers in. Maybe they can't be enough of a meat shield so the Dragonkins can like do something, but the Dragonkins just get smoked. Yeah. This attack definitely hit them hard. Very nicely played by Darkusine and Zeus. This amount of army in this early stage of the game, also upgraded by Zeus, is insane. But gotta keep in mind, it is a goat that didn't went for... let's do it like here. It is a goat that didn't went for any of the like scout upgrades or anything. I don't know if he upgraded anything at all. Maybe he were just... trading all his stuff and getting his upgrades there, because he had so many sheep in the early game that already helped him quite a bit. He wanted to reach the 200 fame rather quickly to get more sheep camps, sheepfolds. But other than that, I don't know if he actually went for that many. Like the gold bar right here is of course the most interesting and tells so much, man. Like we can see that top 1 Northgard were actually one of the leading gold players there. He could have gotten a lot more army if you just would have had the camps, but this is also quite of a space problem when you play the Dragon Clan. Like 1 camp on every tile will only give you 1 army, and if you don't go for the defensive military tree to give you a little bit more warband through towers, it's pretty hard to get a high amount of warband up there with the Dragon Clan. But he had a little bit of gold there, could at least get a little bit of army to make something happen. I think the horse definitely also got caught off guard. I think at least 4 warband, because there were another war camp right here that I oversaw. And I don't think he built that in the later stage of the game. I think he built that before already. Oh, yeah, man. Oh yeah, I would definitely maybe play the campaign first if you start into the game. Let's just look at the rest of the statistics here. Just really well. Look at the warband. Look at the warband. We have 11 warband for everyone. I don't think that the ghosts even get counted into that. I'm not 100% sure. If somebody in chat knows that, it would be nice to know. But I'm not sure if they get counted in that. It might actually be because the... Yeah, Darkusine didn't have that much army. He had 2 war chiefs, 2 ghosts, and 7. This is 11. Yeah, man, the ghosts actually get counted into the statistic right here. So pretty good warband. Then also 10 warriors plus chief from Zeus in the mid of 801 upgraded. Pretty good, pretty good. This is a very scary army, and this army you can't run from, because yeah, you have to upgrade warriors that make that much of a difference. It doesn't seem like it would be that important, but it's actually a super important thing to have. But yeah,